using Buddy because Jaxson is just too reactive. I can't do this exercise with him, but this is an exercise that the Guardian's going to do with both dogs, probably more with Jaxson. So what I'm going to do, it's called the watch. I'm going to put a handful of treats in this hand. I'm going to take one treat out and put it in this hand. And we want the dog to stay in a sit when we're doing this. I'm going to put these both on both my knees. When he licks, I'm not going to do anything. I'm waiting for him to voluntarily look at me in the face. Watch. I transfer and have another one in there. Watch. Oops, let's try that again. Watch. Make sure you get it in the dog's mouth. Now what I'm doing is I'm doing kind of like an L or a 7 shape. So I'm, first of all, when he looks at me, I'll slow it down on this one. Buddy. Okay. Well, if Buddy is still here, as soon as he looks up at me voluntarily, I raise the treat so it's between my eyes and his eyes. So the first movement is very quick up and to maintain eye contact or face contact. As soon as I get here, then I go straight towards his mouth to maintain him looking in my face. The second it touches his lips, I say the word watch. What we want to do is we want to practice having him look at you and get rewarded for looking you in the face. So we do not say, and we don't trigger it. We don't say, here, look, or cough or anything. We just wait. And if he's pawing at your hands or biting at him, you can make the hissing sound to disagree. But I usually like to, and don't retract. Just try to wait. And after a minute, as soon as he looks up, and you got to be watching him like a hawk. Because sometimes dogs will be like, that's as fast as you get. As soon as he looks up at you, and then deliver the treat right in his mouth and say the word watch. Now you're going to do this a whole bunch of times in the house, preferably without Buddy around at first. Eventually you can do it with Buddy. Maybe you guys do them simultaneously. And then eventually we're going to do it with the TV on, with just something benign. Then with the TV and a low volume, and we're going to gradually ramp it up until it's really loud. Then we're going to do it with the TV on, maybe with an episode of The Dog Whisperer, or something where there's a barking dog. That's going to trigger a response from him. But we're going to do it like volume 2. So it's so loud, so low, he can barely hear it, and we're practicing this watch. Then we keep on practicing, and each time we practice, the next time we do it, we turn the volume up a little bit more. So you've got a DVR?
Yeah.
So you record a couple episodes of The Dog Whisperer, get a couple where their dogs are barking, but don't do the same section each time. Go to, because they're going to hear, oh, that's the same bark I've heard 12 times before. Vary it up. And we're going to gradually raise up the volume of the TV until it's really blasting on the TV. You can hear the barking, but instead of looking at the barking, he's paying attention looking at you. So the first stage of this is just to get the mechanics down so the dog understands to look at you, and we associate the command word of watch with looking us in the face. The next video, we're going to talk about how we can incorporate this technique and apply it to the sight of other people or dogs.